Hey boys and girls, so for our next project, we're going to be doing our symmetrical name drawings, and we're going to make them into some fun, funky creatures at the end. So what you're going to need for this project is some type of material to color with. It could be markers like I'm using, something to outline in black. I'm using a black Sharpie marker, and a white piece of paper, preferably a little bit larger if possible. So once you have all your supplies, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your paper and fold it long ways in half. Now I have already done the next step. On the side where the crease is, so it opens up over here, the crease is here, you are going to write your name in cursive. So you can see I have Mrs. Griffin written on there nice and large. So I went ahead and outlined Mrs. Griffin in Sharpie. This way, when I flip it over to the other side, I could see through the paper and repeat Mrs. Griffin, but now it's a little bit backwards. If you still can't see your name through the other side, even after going over it in marker, try holding it up against the window and allowing their light to shine through, and you will have a better chance of seeing it. So now when I open it up, you can see it's sort of like a mirrored image of Mrs. Griffin. We can see it written a little bit better here and then kind of backwards on the other side. Now, hint, hint, I've already started to add some of my details to it to make it look like my creature. So you can see I took the large G, and on this side I started to add a hand to it. I made the M into two eyes. I'm adding some hair on top. So what we're doing is once we have it written on both sides, we're going to make it into some kind of funky monster. It could be a bug. The design is really up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to draw my creature and then come back and show you. So something I forgot to mention is when you're adding your details to your creature, I want you to only add it on one side of the picture. It doesn't matter which side. The reason is because we want these parts to be symmetrical as well. So I only drew the hair, the eyes, the hand, the legs, and some other details on this side. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and close it up again. And if I hold this up to a window, I'm going to be able to see those lines through and know exactly where to add the hand and the foot and any other details that I did. Okay, now I traced my details from one side over to the other side, and my last step is going to be to go ahead and color it. This is what I ended up with, this really weird creature. I don't know if it's a boy or girl or what's going on, but it's kind of silly and fun to look at. I am super excited to see how creative you guys can get and what you can come up with it. Have fun with it, take your time, be creative, and send me your pictures when you're finished.